Hello, we're live today again. I can't believe it's my ninth day of my 10 days live chat with my co-digital business owners here in the UK, all from different backgrounds. So today I have Jane Hammond here. She will introduce herself. Go on, Jane. Tell us who you are, please.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Jane Hammond. I live down on the south coast in the UK, so I'm not that far from Lisbon, actually, about an hour and a half away. And I've been a digital business owner now for about 18 months.
18 months, that's great. So how did you find this business? It was kind of similar to mine. I was like my 15 months ago or 16 months ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been very similar, I think, with regards to how I found it. And that was literally, I was going through my newsfeed on Facebook and it just popped up as an advert. So I had it. Yeah.
Were you looking for an opportunity or it's just like happened like?
No, it just happened really because I've been employed by a large company in the UK for the last 8 or 9 years. And whilst I wasn't looking for anything else, it sort of fell into my lap. And it's actually come in at the right time because my husband's due to finish his long service in the forces and I want to be able to stop and travel with him. So that's the plan. And this fell in at exactly the right time. And although it's still building, it's building to a position where I'll be able to travel and not worry about my income so much.
So you're still working full time?
I am working part time. So I'm lucky. I only have to do part time, which is lovely. And I go out and visit people. And of course, with all the situation that we've had in the last few months, going in and out of people's houses hasn't been the easiest thing to do. Yeah. So it's been a bit of a challenge. So I've been able to concentrate a little bit more on this recently.
That's great to hear. So how did you find it? What made you say yes to this business? Because you found it, you're scrolling, so what made you say yes?
I think it was just the way it was presented initially. And I was following the emails that we get through every day and looking through all the training webinars, etc. And then started to do a little bit more digging into the background. And I did I did have a really good look at it and did quite a lot of research and then realised that there's a lot of people and it's not just here in the UK, it's global. So, and the fact that it's real people, if you've got something that's sort of going on and you're not quite sure about something, you just reach out and somebody else will come back in and say, oh yes, I can do this, or you need to do it that way. And the help is there when you need it. So that was the difference. I think you're not just left on your own and you're not having to do everything because everything's already in place for us.
So immediately you decided, okay, I'm going to do it, or did you take time? Because in this opportunity, we are giving everyone at least 30 days to do their own due diligence, think about it, watch the webinar, and read all the emails that they're receiving, the informative emails that they're receiving every day. So for you, how long did it take before you say, okay, let's do this?
I knew that I was going to do it pretty much straight away. And you know what it's like. But eventually it became something that had to go on the back burner. My dad was taken ill. So I sort of left it alone for a little bit and then I came back to it and I hadn't changed my mind. So at that point, I went ahead.
That's the good thing about this business, isn't it? Because you can literally pause it if life comes, something happens in life, pause it. Because I don't know if you've had experience running a business before, or
I have. It was a long time ago. Back down when we lived in Cornwall, I had a hairdressing salon, which was slightly different to what we're doing now.
Hairdressing salon, so you have to be open all the time, right?
So one, you had to be open. Two, I mean, I didn't have staff. It was just me. It was a one-man band, but that meant that I never really got a day off. I had 2 small girls. And it didn't really fit in around our lifestyle because Michael was at sea at the time quite a bit as well. So I didn't have the infrastructure around me to be able to sort of have the work-life balance which I was looking for. So that didn't actually last that long because it didn't fit in with my family life. So I paid a lot of money out to do it, and then it wasn't something that sort of stayed with me. I had to give that up because it didn't work. So
So
yeah.
that's you can see the difference between, because with your hair salon and you said you didn't have any staff, so you have to be there physically, do everything yourself, and
Yeah,
you cannot even take a day off or pull a sickie because it's your own business and
yeah,
no one is going to open it. So it's really, really time consuming and physically demanding.
it
But
was
with
exactly
our
that.
yeah, but with our online business is a lot different.
It's completely different. Yeah, absolutely different. I mean, it a lot of it, as you know, is running in the background, and it works. We've got full automation going on behind the scenes, so that when we're sending out the emails, we're not physically having to sit down and send those daily. They come from us. So if somebody replies to it, they'll get a personal reply from us. But if they're signing up and maybe we're in bed because it's the middle of the night, they still get they don't have to wait till we get up in the morning for it all to start running, because it does that
Yeah.
for us.
But
Yeah.
did it help? Did it help that you had a business background to do this online business at all, or because it's completely different from a traditional one
Yeah,
and an online business?
yeah. For what I was doing, this is completely different, and it didn't really help me too much, because back in the day when I was doing that, the internet wasn't really around like it is now either. So
Oh yeah.
we weren't on Facebook with the business. It was just literally word of mouth and maybe a few adverts in the local papers and stuff like that. This wasn't, well, the internet wasn't there. It just
Yeah.
wasn't available in those days. So it was a traditional way of doing things, which is completely different to what we're doing now. So this has been a complete learning curve from the ground up for me.
So, but it doesn't matter if it was nothing compared to the previous one, because we have this comprehensive training site and it's very simple. Even you yourself can follow. I'm a
Yeah,
high school graduate. I also can follow it. And
yeah,
we Deborah from the community. She's 60 something years old and she's rocking the business. So
yeah. She's doing extremely well. I know exactly. Yeah, she's brilliant. And it's people like that that inspired me, to be honest, because I am getting slightly older. I'm not as old as 66, but I'm not that far behind it. And like I say, we're working towards finishing work now. So
yeah.
we wanted something that would actually long term give us an income, because my pension's not brilliant because I've been self.
Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking of asking you, because you mentioned that you had kids, but then those kids all obviously have grown up and have their own lives as well.
Yeah,
But I was thinking to myself, because for us, a bit younger, or maybe we were thinking like, okay, our life is just starting. We need to start saving up for our family and stuff. But with people like yourself and someone else, what is your motivation to start building another business now?
my motivation now primarily was to give myself an income when we finished work, so that I don't have to rely on a pension that isn't brilliant, apart from the national state pension, which is the only other one that I have. But at the same time, I wanted something that I could leave to my children long term. So my
Yeah.
girls are grown up, they're 32 and 30 this year. So they are a lot older. I've got two grandchildren, and I just want something that I can leave as a legacy to them long term. And this gives me that as well. So not only have we got something that's easy to follow, we've got a fantastic training program, but if you continue to go with it, when you get to that sort of stage and you're thinking about passing something and leaving something to your families, it'll allow you to do that too.
Yeah,
So
because
brilliant.
you cannot, even if you have a high paying job like a director at someone else, some company, you can't just easily pass it on, because you have
Yeah,
the directors to ask about the decision, about anything else. And even if you have a dental clinic or GP, whatever it is, you can't just pass it on to your family that easily. But with this one, if when you're ready, when you just say, okay, I've done my bits, I don't want to do anything else, and I could leave this to my family, to my kids, and they can leave this to their kids and kids and kids. So that's
yeah,
what's brilliant about this, isn't it?
yeah, it is. And that to me is quite important. It's something to leave behind at the end of the day. So yeah, good.
But you don't look at all like a grandma to me.
You.
You look so young. But
I like you.
And you may find the viewers might find that it's a little bit darker on Jane Hammond's part because it's raining today in the
Yeah,
UK.
and we're practicing for Halloween, so you know.
Yeah, we have a Halloween theme today. We like with the light. Anyway, thank you so much, Jane. Do you have any advice at all to give to people who's viewing? Because this is my ninth day. Tomorrow is my last day to
Uh,
for my followers to see non-Filipinos doing actually the business as well.
yeah, I the thing I would say is have a look at it, do your due diligence. If you're not sure, walk away from it for a little bit, come back and have another look. You've got your 30 days, it's not going anywhere. And if you then decide in the future that it's something that you want to pick up and actually go and do, nobody's going to turn you away. Just go for it, really. And if you don't want to wait, go ahead and do it because you still have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So, yeah, even if you pay your deposit or pay for your training package, if it's not for you, you get your money back. So it works both ways. So really, don't wait if it's something that you think you might want to have a go at, because we're going online, everything's going online, and we're on the ground floor at the moment.
Yeah, because even me, even though I'm in this amazing business, the curiosity side of me is still there. So from time to time, I'm popping on this on other free webinars out there that just to have a look what it's like.
Yeah,
My goodness, the amount that they were asking from people, and it's just only a course.
yeah, yeah. And it's monthly payments and stuff like that are all out there, and we don't have any.
Yes, some of them they asking for monthly renewed
Yeah,
payment, and some of them they ask for at least $2,000 just for a course. But in
yeah.
here, it's not even that much. Come on, it's not even a pair of maybe it's a pair of shoes, and you have
And a handbag.
a handbag. A handbag will be much more expensive.
Actually, yes, you're right.
Anyway, thank you very much, Jane. I
You're
enjoyed
very
this
welcome.
chat.
Thank
And I hope
you.
to see you guys again soon physically, not virtually on a London
Yes,
meetup.
yes, definitely. We've missed that, don't we?
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.